How can we ease some of this burden? I know that you have 5 tips. Let's at least go over a couple of these. You say detox your life of negative things and habits. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's just definitely something that we always want to do. So if you have an addiction, a lot of people are turning to addiction as a way to cope. You definitely want to try to get help for that and detox your life of negative people, negative things, negative habits. Really try to rebalance, for one thing. Another thing that you want to do is watch your finances. I know a lot of people are trying to cut those excess expenses. A lot of times we have those automatic charges on our bills. We want to probably take a look at that and probably unsubscribe to, excess expenses. And so another thing we want to do is actually practice gratitude for the simple things. I know my mom loves to plant and she loves to work on her garden. And I really admire that about her, just because she can really appreciate the simple things. And I think a lot of people are turning to that. Right. Working on that gratitude list, super important, and nurturing your inner being.
Yeah. Filling your mind with some positive thoughts, and that gratitude, of course, may help shift some of that space in your mind. But I think eliminating those extra costs is important. I remember I bought a mirror, that workout thing that you have at your home during the pandemic, but I haven't used it in months. So maybe that's something you can maybe sell, save some extra costs because you're paying for it, monthly. You also say nurture your inner being with prayer, meditation, therapy, and focus on growth. How critical is that for folks to really think about that right now when all of these stressors are packing on one another?
Right. So there's definitely a lot of stresses in the 3D, but what we have to realize is that we can't always control our circumstances, but we can control what's going on inside of us. And that's really where the happiness begins. And so what I really like to do is work on that and work on my abundance from within, good core belief systems, meditate, and practice that peace and silence, and really try to nurture that strength from within myself, so that wherever I am, wherever I go, I'm exuding that. And it really feels amazing, to be honest with you.
Telling my mom it only takes a few minutes to meditate. You don't have to sit there for 20 minutes. Some people say, I just don't have time. Even a few minutes will make a big difference. Psychotherapist Lisa Palmer, Dr. Lisa Palmer, thank you so much for your expertise.
Thanks for having me on the show.